Have you ever stumbled upon something lost, something magnificent, hidden right under your feet? Imagine an entire ancient Greek theater, vanished for nearly a century. That's exactly what happened on the Greek island of Lefkada. What secrets does this rediscovered marvel hold? And why, after embarking on such a grand project, did they just stop? We're diving deep into the story of Lefkada's ancient theater, the only one known in the entire Ionian Island chain. Its rediscovery alone is a saga spanning 100 years. German archaeologists Dörpfeld and Kruger first spotted clues back in the early 1900s. Dörpfeld even wrote about it. But then, poof, lost again, swallowed by olive groves and modern buildings. It existed mainly on paper until the late 1990s when local archaeologists started piecing the puzzle back together, guided by the very shape of Kolmos Hill, a natural bowl perfect for seating. The real heavy lifting began in 2015, led by Dr. Olympia Vicatu. For 5 digging seasons, until 2023, her team battled massive olive tree roots tangled in ancient stone and carefully dismantled modern structures built right on top. This painstaking work, funded collaboratively by the municipality, the region, the Ministry of Culture, and the Diazoma Association, who secured a critical €200,000, started revealing something truly special. Early trenches uncovered rock-cut seats about 70 to 90 centimeters deep and 20 to 30 high. They found a piece of the orchestra, that central performance circle, and substantial retaining walls. One for the seating area, the koilon, about 3 meters long, and a massive 25-meter wall for the stage building, the skene. These weren't just scattered stones. This was structure. What emerged was a theater built with serious ambition, nestled on the northeast slope of Kumos Hill, 3 kilometers south of the modern town. This spot wasn't just practical, using the natural slope. It offered audiences breathtaking panoramic views of the ancient city, the sea channel, the mountains. Imagine watching a play with that as your backdrop. So far, they've uncovered 24 rows of seats, arranged in 12 wedge-shaped sections called kirkides, separated by 13 radiating staircases. Some reports detail maybe 21 stone rows below a walkway, the diazoma, and 3 more rock-cut rows above. The lower rows are better preserved, some still showing limestone coverings. But here's the twist, the real head-scratcher, the top section, the epitheateron. It seems it was never finished. Instead of proper stone seats, there's just sloped rock, a grand plan clearly halted mid-execution. The performance space, the orchestra, is a perfect circle, 16.65 meters across, substantial, though smaller than giants like Epidaurus. Part of it is carved from bedrock, bordered by a unique 3-tiered stone ring carved with wave motifs. Very fitting for an island, right? The stage building, the skene, is less preserved, but fragments of sandstone columns and architraves suggest a grand Ionic colonnade might have fronted it, perhaps 16 columns wide, like an open gallery or loggia. They even found where the 9-meter-long ramps to the stage were. Based on the 24 finished rows, the theater could hold around 3,500 spectators, a decent size. But if that upper section had been completed, the capacity explodes to a potential 10,000 or even 11,000 people. That's massive. This huge gap strongly suggests a phased construction. Build a usable theater first, then plan a giant expansion that never quite happened. And then there are the thrones. Oh, the thrones. 3 spectacular limestone seats, almost certainly from the Prohedria, the VIP front row. And these weren't plain. They were lavishly carved with lion's paws, maybe a whole lion, dolphins, birds, specifically a goose, and even sirens. What does this all mean? Lions roar power and royalty. Dolphins signal sea power, maybe Apollo or Dionysus. Geese could be messengers, omens. Sirens? Seductive song, yes, but also wisdom, music. Together they project a complex image of authority, civic power, maritime strength, divine favor, special knowledge. Leadership drawn from multiple sources, reflecting Lefkada's identity. The theater embodied the city's ideology, religion, art, politics, all woven together. So why build such a statement piece? We need to rewind to Lefkada's golden age, the 4th century BCE. Originally a Corinthian colony from the late 7th century BCE, strategically placed for trade, Lefkada became a major player. They fought the Persians, sided with Sparta in the Peloponnesian War, and by the 4th century BCE hit their peak, economically strong, culturally influential, and independent after shaking off Macedonian influence around 312 BCE. This prosperity and confidence likely fueled the theater's construction, a symbol of their status. But this wasn't just for plays. Greek theaters were vital hubs for religious festivals like the Dionysia, musical contests, and crucial political assemblies. Citizens gathered here to worship, be entertained, and debate laws, all in the same space. Imagine the energy. Thousands packed together. Open air. That view. The acoustics carrying every word. It forged community, reinforced values, and provided a space for collective emotion. Those fancy thrones were a clear reminder, though. Even here, status mattered. Comparing it, the Finnish section is smaller than Epidaurus or Athens, but the projected size of 10 to 11,000 seats puts Lefkada in the major leagues. Incredible ambition for an island polis. It's like a smaller city building a massive stadium today. A statement, but one carrying the risk of overreach, and it remains the only known ancient theater in the Ionians. Why? Maybe preservation luck? Different priorities on other islands? Or perhaps there are others still waiting to be found? For now, Lefkada stands unique, its history potentially giving it a more central cultural role than we thought. Which brings us back to the mystery. Why wasn't it finished? That sloped rock is the smoking gun. Construction likely stopped sometime between the late 4th and mid-2nd centuries BCE, well before the city's later decline. Why? Probably a cocktail of reasons. Economic troubles, wars, trade disruption, political instability. The Hellenistic world was chaotic, resources diverted, leaders changing priorities. It was likely less a sudden stop, more a slowdown due to mounting pressures, centuries before Actium and the forced relocation to Nicopolis sealed the ancient city's fate. There's something resonant about this unfinished masterpiece, isn't there? It's a historical question mark, a monument not just to ambition achieved, but ambition curtailed by the relentless forces of history, economics, and politics. It tells a powerful story of what might have been. This incredible find gives us priceless insights into Lefkada's past and enhances our picture of ancient Greece. Huge credit goes to the archaeological teams and the collaborative effort that brought it back to light. With restoration plans in the works, hopefully, people will soon be able to visit this remarkable place. But as we finish, consider this. This unfinished theater, a testament to grand plans meeting hard realities. What does it make you think about our own aspirations? What unseen forces shape our legacies? What stories will our incomplete creations tell? Something to ponder.